Hello everyone and welcome to our weather update on July 20th, 2025. So according to the current radar imagery, we can see that we have rain developing in the Irish Sea and that is pushing into parts of the east of the country. Earlier today we had some big storms in parts of Cork, Kerry and Clare Limerick. Those are now clearing and petering, but definitely next area of concern is this massive rain that has been getting heavier, getting more intense, and pushing into the east of the country, and it should be doing so overnight as well and tomorrow. There are orange warnings for rain and thunderstorms in parts of the east and northeast, and a wider yellow warning as well. However, I have a slight doubt in the stormy element of the warnings there, simply because this is an area of rain. Yes, while there will be some very big downpours in the rain, some big bursts of rain, I don't think there'll be thunderstorms. Maybe the odd few flashes here and there, but thunderstorms, not really, I think, are hazards here. Just very heavy rain and a prolonged rainfall event as well. So moving on to the UKV precip cloud forecast, you can see quite nicely that is quite similar to that. So currently that rainfall is on track, and it will be getting heavier overnight and pushing into East Ulster and East Leinster. Some very heavy bursts there, some reds on the radar. Again, a high doubt there'll be thunderstorms, just heavy rain, and that lasts into Monday morning. So if you're in the east of the country, make sure that you leave time for your journeys and all that sort of stuff that comes with rainfall into tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning then, the rain will last in the areas that will be hit tonight. So that is why the warnings are in place. So a lot of rainfall, so flooding, definitely a possibility there in parts of the east and northeast. Into the afternoon though, that rain will peter away and clear away towards the east and northeast, and by evening, I think the last of the rain should clear the east coast by tomorrow evening. And tomorrow night, Tuesday morning, we go into more of a westerly airflow, and therefore that will freshen things up. Tuesday itself, it starts with cloudy, but with the low pressure in charge, still some convection, so some potent showers might form in the afternoon. These most likely towards the south and Midlands. Into the evening and overnight into Wednesday, we see areas of clouds and clear skies. Wednesday itself looks showery, but the shower is not as heavy as on Tuesday. Into Thursday morning, again, variable cloud and clear skies overnight. Thursday morning sees the cloud increasing from the west, followed by a band of patchy light rain. That'd be a warm front, and that might be heralding a change into next weekend. Yesterday, if you watched the video yesterday, you will know that there is still some hope left into the summer, with signs, still tentative, but there's still signs of possibly the Azores High ridging in towards the end of the month and the start of August. So moving on to our temperature forecasts. Tonight will be quite a mild night with the lowest temperatures in between Celsius, about 14 or 15 Celsius, combined with high humidity levels, so possibly slightly uncomfortable for those of us who are sensitive to heat tonight. But I think that should be the last of the very warm nights, humid nights for some nights now, due to the fact that winds will now be going westerly, and things will freshen up a bit, because it has been quite a humid and muggy weekend, despite temperatures not being overly high. So moving into tomorrow, Monday, temperatures, again, look at that, not doing so well. You can see temperatures only between about 15 and 20 Celsius. 20 Celsius very locally in East Ulster and the south coast. Into tomorrow night and Tuesday morning, lowest temperatures in the low teens, so getting fresher. And Tuesday itself, highest temperatures only in the high teens. So you can see definitely cooling down and getting less humid in some way as the winds go more westerly. and we get rid of this low pressure that's over us now. Still humid, yes, but just the fact that temperatures will be lower, and therefore it won't feel very muggy. So Wednesday's highest temperatures reach the high teens, possibly 20 Celsius in the south. That is with fewer showers as well. And Tuesday into Thursday morning, lowest temperatures once again a bit chillier, and by afternoon, really temperatures are similar to those on Wednesday. By Friday, temperatures could be milder in the morning, and on Friday itself it's warmer, with highs of 19 to 22 degrees. So, is that the start of a change? We don't know yet. Let's dive into the high-res... No. Let's dive into the long-range models. Just so you know that this, if I didn't show you it during, while showing you tonight's temperatures, this is the corresponding chart for humidity. And that is showing you very high levels of humidity combined with mid-teens Celsius, so it can be a bit muggy tonight. So moving on to the GFS 12 set, and see that say we had an area of low pressure parked over us to our south. That brought a lot of showers with it and a few storms to parts of the country. Tonight that will bring heavy rain into the east. That leads us into tomorrow. By Tuesday that low is clear to the north, and we're going into a more westerly airflow. Then by Thursday we see a ridge from the Azores eye briefly. It'll be a warm front on Thursday night, I think, but I'll be up behind that. The Azores eye gets stronger, and it sits just to our southwest. That's enough to keep the south dry, but the north could be cloudier and a bit wetter, damper. Oops, didn't mean to do that. So going forward to where we were. So it starts a tentative. At the end of July, it starts a tentative, but I think for the south at least, that's quite a nice spell. August, briefly westerly, but still, I think the Azores eye is quite... It's in the mood to ridge into us, into early August. So, hold your thoughts. Here's the ECM 12 said. ECM 12 says, once again, tomorrow is thoroughly wet in the eastern country. Check the warnings out for that, and take care. Tuesday is got a showery. So is Wednesday, but not as showery as Tuesday. Showers not as intense, nor as potent, as heavy as hail, whatever it is. Thursday sees a brief ridge. Friday, brief front comes in, warm front comes in, warm front and cold front comes in, sweeps away that brief ridge. But the Azores eye is still quite strong. Next Saturday is trying to come back up. Sunday, Monday, but it stays westerly. For the south, probably quite nice. For the north, probably stay quite showery, and by July 30th I think actually go for all areas a bit cooler and more showery. So around the end of next week and early part of the following week is the interesting time frame. The Azores eye just has to come that bit further northwards to bring a decent amount of weather to all areas. It's one to watch for now. Here's the UK Met Run 12 says. So once again, tomorrow is really wet in the eastern country. That clears away by Tuesday to showers. Showery again on Wednesday. Then dry on Thursday. Then we get these few weak fronts from the west on Thursday night and Friday. Westerly winds keep us going through to Sunday. The ridge isn't as strong here on the UK Met Run, but a stronger ridge is forming by Sunday, but also we got this trough as well behind it. I can quite easily flatten it off on Monday the following Monday. So very, very inconclusive with this. Here's the GEM. Once again, tomorrow will be the east plagued by heavy rains. Tuesday showery, so it's Wednesday, brief ridge by Thursday, but that's transient. Will be a bit cloudier through Friday with a bit of drizzle. Then you go westerly. Unfortunately, the ridge is not nearly as strong as it is on GEM. The ridge isn't as strong as it is on the GFS and ECM. So therefore, only really one day of nice weather there before it goes back down the tubes. But by the following Wednesday, July 30th, that is a stronger ridge building in then. So eyes on the end of July, I think, is the theme of today. Here's the icon run. The icon, once again, same story. So tomorrow in the east is a washout. Showery on Tuesday. Still showery Wednesday, but showers less widespread and heavy. Thursday, brief ridge, but it's transient, quite deep low towards Iceland then. So you go and we see some fronts pushing in through Friday morning. These quite weak, I think, due to the presence of quite a strong resource to the south. And through the weekend, yeah, we need that as also like quite a bit further northwards, really. So GFS ECM quite good. ECM though does break it down. UK Mount Run, not great. GEM not great till end of July. Icon up till the following Monday isn't too great, but there's a slight ridge building in, but equally there's a low gearing up to the west as well. Finally, here's the arpege. The arpege, once again tomorrow, plagued by heavy rains in the east. We'll just show you that as well. You can see, maybe not the best example of it, actually. Hang on. 3 hour intervals. Yeah, so you can see what's going to happen here. Oh, God. Yeah, so the rain is now pushing in from the northeast. Heavy rain in the east tonight and into the first part of the morning. Rain is peter off into the afternoon. Even now, by the way, there is some uncertainty as to the exact spread of the rain. Some will have it further west, some have it further east. So it's really annoying given that it's less than 12 hours away. Oh, they say these models are often upgraded, but we're not seeing the effects of the upgrades. They're still, Oh dear. Anyway, go shower on Tuesday. Wednesday is then going to be also showery, but showers not as heavy. Thursday is briefly drier. Then we get these fronts coming through on Friday. It's also quite strong, but it just has to ridge up. What's stopping it from doing so is a jet stream and that deep low near Iceland. That is what's stopping it from coming up, really, I think. If that could just weaken a bit or go north and allow the high to come up from the south, that would be the ideal solution. Anyway, I think for now, that's what we can say about it. So, all eyes on 8 July. Maybe. It could be just one day of, fine weather. Or it could be a few days. Or it could be something else. Totally different. It's all up in the air. It's all up for grabs at the minute. So just watch the space. And we'll see what happens. We'll see what the models decide for us, as ever. Thanks for watching. I'll see you for the CFS long range and